What is up, guys, gals, and Book Nook pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with another Book Nook unboxing, and today we're taking a look at another platform 9 3/4 inspired Book Nook. This time, it's Tonecheer's take on the setting with their very whimsical looking magic platform. So we've seen a lot of these themed Book Nooks with the specific theme platform 9 3/4, though this seems to be just platform 9 for legal reasons. Most of them consist of the tunnel with the train and then the ticket counter on the left. It's similar layout. This has some additional elements. Looks like we're coming forward a little bit. Looks like we have kind of like a bench waiting area on the right. And the most significant changes seem to be up here with this very whimsical, I'm doing a motion on my head, but it's very whimsical witch hat, droopy roof. And then the towers coming out the side, very similar to the Hogwarts Gryffindor Tower. So they give this one 4.5 out of 5-star difficulty rating. Ooh, I think that difficulty rating, it's all from taking the sleeve off the box. I think that's the extra half-star. Half-star. So standard Tonecheer packaging here. All right, and have our manual on top. Always vertical, soft, stapled cover. You hear a light snoring in the background. That is my dog, which is preferable to her barking in the middle of the video. So, all right, different languages here. Okay, does look like we have pretty involved lighting setup here. All right, multiple LED strips, touch sensor, board LEDs, and standard LEDs going to a battery box, which kind of stinks if you're one of the customizers, myself, who like to automate these with all the lights, but that's the life you live with the Tonecheer kit. And it does also look like they have a USB-C port for charging if you want to eliminate the batteries, and this is compatible with their Magic Wand remote control. So it's just instructions on testing. This is their page on what the different symbols mean. And as always, something I really like about Tonecheer kits, this page is perforated. It's the only perforated page in the book. It is your accessory list page and your layout of your sheets. And the reason why this page is perforated is that this page you tear out and it becomes your bookmark while you're going. And then when you get to a step where it goes use A16, rather than having to flip back and forth to the beginning of your manual to figure out what A16 is, you can just refer to this page because it's going to be exactly where you are. So it does look like we have a some strategies on assembly. You don't have to make these if you don't want. These are just tools to help you push the washers onto the axles to give them the right spacing. And then this is a pretty standard Tonecheer manual with a mix of outline, grayed out, and colored pieces to help you orient. I do also like, a lot of times people, when we first did our Tonecheer event in the Book Nook Reddit, the biggest complaint was that there was not enough color in the instruction manual, and it was hard to figure out what orientation pieces were going. I think they've done a really good job over time adapting to that constructive criticism, because now they use a good mix of black and white and color, and in those color sections you have the black and white sections you have the areas of interest colored, so it makes it particularly easy to figure out what goes where. So and then yellow referring to wax, though as always I recommend picking up some wood lubricant, and I'm sure I will forget to put a link to that in the video description like I always do. So please, if you want a link to that and I don't remember to put it in, make sure you make a comment in the comments below so I know to add it. Alright, so not too much surprises there, but we do have a ruler on the page, which is nice because it does look like, yeah, we're going to be cutting specific lengths of stuff. Let's see how accurate this is. Alright, matches my ruler, so you get a nice accurate paper ruler in there. So, let's see what we got. Oh, right on top, we have our generous for a book nook amount of sandpaper, but still wholly inadequate, but it does not want to go away. So we'll throw that one in the corner, and third time is the charm. Nope, it's on a shelf somewhere. Okay. So, looks like we have a couple things in here. We have our two-way mirror. We have our vellum or rice paper. So this doesn't seem to be perforated, which I was hoping for. But you can see there is a line printed for where to cut. So you're not going to want to cut on that outside line. You're going to want to cut on that inside line. We have some paper stickers. These do, in fact, have... Let's see if I can get some better light on that. These do, in fact, have perforations. You can see them right here and right here. And that will help these stickers fold better on those lines. We have our solid mirror, our one-way mirror, our regular mirror for the back. We have this cool piece of, like, pearlescent sparkly plastic. Let's see if I can get to the focus. And the pearlescent, it kind of just looks like the reflection, but there's like blue sparkles in this, which is, let's see if I can get down here. Yeah, can you guys see the, right there we are. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkles, but that's cool. I haven't really seen that before. This is, I can't tell if it's paper or plastic, like cardstock, but it's neat, it's different. And then we also have, where was it? What do I do with it? We have some acrylic as well. So we have an acrylic sheet with a very vibrant, like this is the background for the clock, so this is front and center. So I really like that. It's nice and vibrant. Let's get this back in the bag so we don't lose any elements of this book nook when it goes into storage. No, I'm kidding. I want to build this one. I like it when different companies make their versions of the same scene, because then I can put them next to each other. I like the themed sections. There's different variations. So a couple things down here. Really, we got some hardware, some screws, some bolts, some nuts and bolts rather. We have very thin, I believe this is 0.5 millimeter armature wire. Ooh, excuse me. There's our gun. We have our washers. We have our jewels, which means, yep, there's some axle pieces in here too, if you guys can see right there in the center. We have a screwdriver. We have a wax brick. And we have a USB-C cable. Ooh, and that's cool. I always love when these companies like stamp their logo on something. So, guys, this is, I'm sure, going to be daunting for some people, especially if you haven't used like the circuit board stuff yet. You know, but I'm trying to understand why there's 2 USB-C ports on this. I wonder why. But this might be a little daunting. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circuit boards on this. They're very good with their instructions. Just follow their instructions. Another thing I like on this is we have an adhesive bag, right? So if anybody was a comic book nerd like me back in the day, if you were feeling really fancy, you bought the comic book bag that had this adhesive strip, so you didn't have to worry about using Scotch tape and getting it on your comic book and ruining it. Or if, you know, you were not a collector right from the start, you just want to read comics, you know, like a kid, you don't worry about that at all. Now it does say it requires glue, but they do include the tape. The tape strips, these double-sided tape strips, are really good for putting like paper and plastic, like windows and graphics onto the wood pieces, where the glue is going to cause like bubbles, or warping in the paper, or like spots under the plastic, or fogging of the plastic. I'm really a fan of these. Unfortunately, they're like proprietary. I've reached out to like every manufacturer to try and get them to send me like a bundle of sheets that I would pay for, and no takers. So when you're done with a kit, if you have any left over, do not get rid of it. Okay, so this does look like it's going to be the back of our kit. We have very robust, like that's very thick for that accordion piece. And I do like on Tonecheer, one thing they do that stands out. Like a lot of companies, you will see print the part number on the piece these days, but Tonecheer prints instructions on the pieces. And I think that's really cool. Wow, flipping that over, that's just a beautiful. That's a beautiful reveal, guys. That's gonna be our back, and that looks awesome. This time I am tired. I'm filming later at night, but this just came in, and I want to get it out sooner rather than later. So, I'm guessing these two are going to be right here, the inside and the outside, and that'll be our pull tab for the door. Though, honestly, I'm probably going to leave it open like that because I like it better. So, nice double-sided printing, clean graphics in their whimsical, cartoony style. So, more for the roof. The way Tonecheer works, this is going to be the base, or at least part of the base. This is where the battery pack will mount. They like to do, so Tonecheer book nooks will have, they'll mostly have a weird roof, like an arched roof, unless it's one of the older styles, which just honestly looks half-built. And they always do a subfloor, and all the electronics run in the subfloor under the bottom. That is pretty unique to them. So nice double-sided printing where appropriate. So this will be the actual floor where everything goes. All right, so a lot of structural stuff here. And like I said, you can see there's indications for waxing. There's indications for where the LED wires go. They tell you what side goes up. Red part numbers are going to be backups. So there's two H1s that are blue. These are the regular ones. And then you have an extra one there. Again, I really like the instructions that they're printing on these. So if you take a look, right, so this is going to be the train. Having built a couple of these, I can kind of guess what's going on. So front of the car, back of the car, or vice versa. And then the roof tiles are going to go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at an angle. So this is the second car that will sit against the infinity mirror, and this is the part that will be reflected a bunch of times. Because of that, you need an angled edge, so it's not sitting 90 degrees. You want it kind of 45, so it looks like it's curving around the back. And I think it's really cool how they not only number them, but they give you the orientation on there. And just flipping it over, see, like that's what it will actually look like. And these are our train pieces. So this is the part that's going to be up against the mirror because it'll be reflected, and these two pieces will be facing forward. And then some really nice roof tiles there. I am getting a little bit of that chemically smell, so this is a kit you may want to let air out for a little bit, because it lots of printing on this one. So lots of architectural stuff. So I'm gonna guess that we're not gonna see a lot of Tonecheer kits, a lot of different elements, like graphic elements printed on the walls and stuff like that. I'm guessing we're not gonna see as much of that here. Just the building itself is going to speak. Again, this is our tool assembly for the, like the washer would sit in here, and then the strut would go into there. Again, more indications and instructions here. Beautiful amount of double-sided printing. I really like that. Some really nice stuff here. Magic platform. And I always love a full double-sided sheet. So, guys, and again, the accordion stuff feels nice. Please come see us on the subreddit if you get a chance. We're always doing events. We'll have another Tonecheer event coming up soon. We're just finishing up a Roll Life event where we're giving away 45 book nooks and 3D puzzles, including 10 of the ROKR typewriters which are each $120 value. So there's never a fee to enter. You just have to get a kit that's featured in the event, but we get you a discount code for that. So you're saving money, you're making, you get a chance to win something on top of that, and you have a lot of fun building with the community. So today, this was the new Magic platform. It's Tonecheer's take on platform 9 3/4. So until then, it's good looking, good nooking.